Hey there folks, Seth here with One Board Dad. Thanks for joining me. It's time for some more Minecraft. Last episode, I think I said, and even a couple episodes before that, I think I laid out the plan that we would switch over to maybe Botania and see about generating EMC through Botania. But quite frankly, I've got all the EMC I'm ever gonna want. I think I'm up to 5.6 billion just passively at this point. So I don't think I'm going to need more than that. So I may eventually loop back to Botania and see if there's anything there that interests me, or just to set it up. If I really get far enough in the quest books, and really want to go in and like finish out the Botania quest tree. But honestly, I'm already to like down here anyway, so there's not a whole lot left to it. Yeah, I'm not too concerned with that. What I am concerned with is this fact, right? I'm standing here on this edge. I want to get down. If I double tap, whoop, I still fell. So the thing that's bothering me is that when I tap my little spacebar here, loudly, I'm sure, I'm not flying. That's a problem. Getting really close to the feel of creative mode, effectively with this, red morning star, breaking things almost instantly. And then the transmutation table, keeping me loaded with, blocks upon blocks of whatever it is I want to build with. Maybe I'll build something out of alchemical coal for no real good reason, because it's not the prettiest block. If you want something red, it's very red. Next one, I might throw the gunpowder in there, and there we go. And I don't need anything chickeny right now. I don't actually know why I even have that. Get rid of that. Okay. Distracted. So yeah, that I think is the not the long-term goal, but that's the overarching goal for today, I think. And hopefully I can get to it today because there's a lot of side things that I want to work on. But to get flight, normally I think people would probably be assuming like Angel Ring, extra utilities and all that. We're not going extra utilities. We are going to continue using, abusing, and amusing, I don't know, some sort of thing that goes with that sound, the transmutation ProjectE and all that stuff. And we are going to go into ProjectE and we are going to hunt down, where is he, this one, Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. My understanding is this actually gives me effectively creative mode flight at the cost of EMC. So I've got EMC all over the place, so effectively creative flight for infinite times. So that's what we're going to go with. It's actually even, if I can find the quest book here, it's even part of, where are you? Here? Nope. Here? Nope. Where is it? I know there's a quest for it. Oh, it's the equipment one. There's even a little equipment section down here for how to get it up and running. Not to say how to get it up and running. I think this is just some natural progression to get to the end goal of flight for this pack. And we get like $250, loot crate, that's good. So this is the goal. We're going to get to here. As you can see, it kind of implies that we need to get through electric backpacks, reinforced jetpacks, vibrant and otherwise, solarium jetpacks, flux infused jetpacks. So lots of stuff that's going to require Ender IO, thermal. What is it called now? Thermal expansion? What is it called? Is it called thermal? Thermal. Yeah, it's still thermal expansion. I don't know. I keep getting caught up in whether I'm thinking old terms or not. And then I said Ender IO and IC2 as well. So we'll need bits and pieces of that. And then if we get to the actual ring, come here. Swift. It needs a kind of joining of those things as well. We're going to need vibrant thrusters and we're going to need flux thrusters. I'm not 100% concerned with getting the actual quests unlocked at this point, so I might not, if I don't need to, I'm not going to go into IC2 and the solariums and all that stuff. Really, I'm just going to focus on getting this fluxed thruster and this vibrant thruster. This is the point. And so long as I can get this ring, we're good. We're golden. We'll keep it going. So that said, that's what we're doing today. And as such, I got kind of carried away, maybe not carried away, I got a little bit inspired by my barn theme. And by the way, say hello to my little friends. That's a lot of little emerald eyes staring at me. I believe 2080. I think there's 2080 chickens staring at me right now. All emeralds, all 10. Here's my basket full of diamond chickens, my setup here. It actually was really fast. Once I had the 10s for the emeralds, I found you could set up a nice little thing here where you're like just creating seeds out of I don't know, like 1 block of red matter, and then just having this thing autofill with seeds and auto distribute the chickens. It was actually really quick. And now it's making disgusting amounts of EMC. I think I timed this out. I think it's somewhere around, I want to say it's like 25 million EMC a minute, something like that, passively, that it's generating right now. And so, like I said, you could scale this even further, but that is plenty. But at the same time, I think this gabled barn, traditional red barn, turned out pretty okay. So I decided to go with kind of a pole barn or lean-to barn as well, and we'll just kind of park our equipment or our tech in here, I think. So we've got kind of a bay for Ender IO, a bay for thermal expansion, and maybe, if I get really carried away, a bay for IC2. But quite frankly, IC2 and Greg Techs and all that stuff just drive me kind of crazy at times. Mostly from the energy conversion and all that kind of stuff. It gets me not thrilled. I may go for like a long-term power supply, maybe, of nuclear from IC2. I do like the nuclear reactors. They're pretty neat. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't really like extreme reactors. I don't think I'm going to do any extreme reactors in here. But yeah, we may get to the point where we don't need the energy anyway. But there we go. Enough rambling. I have a lot of building to do. And hopefully we can leverage the feel, that deep needed feel for creative in this approach too, by leveraging the transmutation table. And I guess the first thing I should probably do, just to make this super easy, is get an actual crafting table out. There's probably a point at which I should be switching over to something along the lines of like a digital storage option, so whatever that is, in terms of AE2 or something. But I don't know, this just works fine. In general, we need so few things, or we only need one of any one thing, and then I can EMC everything else. That is fine. It's fine. It'll be good. We'll work it out. I'm going to focus on, like I said, that Swift. I don't know why I did that. We're going to focus on the Swift frame, right? So we can get the red matter, we can get the iron band, no issue. That's just EMCing out some items. So then we have to figure out vibrant thruster and flux thruster. So we only need to make one vibrant thruster because it can be EMC'd. I love seeing EMC pop up. So we need to make one of those. To make those, we're going to need 8 times capacitors, octatic, I don't know. We're going to need octi capacitors. We're going to need vibrant alloy. We're going to need ender conduit. We're going to need vibrant crystals and redstone alloy. So as it happens, I was looking, I got this, I think, out of one of the bags. So we've got the vibrant alloy, and I don't know, I'll keep it right there. So I can do the vibrant alloy. I can do, and let's get it to where I actually need, was it vibrant rust? So I can more easily click. I have the octatic. I got that off of something. I can't remember where that came from, but I think it was a loot bag reward, like one of those boxes, I think is where that came from. So we've got that. Is that where that goes? No, it goes right there. What else? But I do not believe I have the other 3 items. So energy conduit, that's going to be conduit binders, which I do have, and then vibrant alloy. So I need vibrant alloy for that. I need vibrant alloy here. So I think there's 2 ways we could get vibrant alloy. We could just go and use our Tinker smeltery, or we could just break down and make an alloy smelter. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. The only problem here is I actually need an alloy smelter to make an alloy smelter. So I need to make like a simple alloy smelter first, and then go up from there, I think is what the deal is going to be. So like I said, you could, since we only need like one of them, we could go over and just make it with the smeltery and make that work out. I think I'm halfway tempted. What do I need for the vibrant? Vibrant is just vibrant alloy nuggets. Vibrant alloys is just that. So really all I need to finish off this thruster, which is actually much easier than I thought it was going to be, is really all I need to go do is make like 1 vibrant alloy ingot, and I can progress. Let's just start getting some tech. Okay, we'll break down and do it. So if I need the alloy smelter, apparently there are now levels of alloy smelter within Ender IO. So let's just make this. This is going to be iron furnace. This chassis thing is more iron, iron bars, grains of infinity. Whoops. Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Nope, there we go. Furnaces, stone gears, buckets. Okay. We can make that, I think. So we go into here and we'll start pulling our pieces. This is basically my crafting mechanism now. So I know I'm going to need iron. I don't think I have any, what is it, iron. I don't think I have the iron, what are they? iron bars. Do I have bars? I don't have any iron bars. So we're just going to make our iron bars no issue. I do have grains of infinity from something, I think sieving dust or something. So we can get the grains. Can I actually make furnaces? Nope. I've never really made a furnace for any reason so far. So we'll grab cobble and then stone gears. We have stone gears. We'll just grab a bunch of them. That's basically been my approach, is I just grab stacks of whatever it is I'm going to possibly need, and then I just craft it all in here. So I know I'm going to need furnaces. I'm going to make, I think I need 2 of them. I'm going to craft 3 so I can throw 1 in the, well, this thing. There we go. So I can get them in the future. And then we're going to need, what is it, bars. So again, you don't have to. You could always pop it over here and learn it without dissolving any. But either way. And then we're just going to work our way through. So I'll grab the chassis machine. We'll just grab the whole thing. And then we'll throw the chassis in. And what else do we have left? So got it. I think we got it all. We'll go here. Beautiful. Simple alloy. And then I just dump everything back. Boop. Okay. So we'll take the simple alloy smelter, at least up until the point that I can get a real smelter. And then we get into the question of power. I think I have a plan for power that is maybe not the first priority right now. Let's get a little bit further into Ender IO. I do have this coal generator from RF Tools. It makes 60 RF per tick, burns coal, charcoal, and it's EMCable, so I can just grab one. So I'm gonna go with that because it's easy, basically. Let's go coal. Let me just throw that in there. And it'll produce 60 RF per tick, which should then, yeah, fill that up. Beautiful. So we now have the alloy. I assume this is just like super slow, and that's why it's the simple alloy smelter. So I assume this is a speed thing, which means to me, I would almost argue that the first thing I should make is the better alloy smelter. So this is furnaces, which I have, dark steel ingots, which I believe I have. Well, let's get back into good old crafty mode here. So I do have dark steel. So I have dark steel, which means I can make whatever I need out of that. Again, I believe from a loot bag or a drop bag or something. I may have cauldrons. I probably never taught this thing to make cauldrons. I don't know why I would. So grab some more iron. And then dark bimetal gear. Dark steel ingots with an infinity bimetal gear, which is iron, iron, and infinity. Okay. Looks like I need to be teaching it a series of gears, realistically. Is that about everything? And then this is going to be, oh, what is this? Industrial dye blend? What? I gotta EMC this thing, but I have to crush lapis. Can I just take regular lapis? Really? It has to be crushed? You suck. So it's gotta be crushed, Does it actually have to be organic black dye? So slime ball and pulverized coal. All right, this is more obnoxious than I was expecting. All right, so what I should probably make is a crusher as well. Oh, so that stuff's just kicking around up here. So if we go here and we go with, wait, that's not it. Well, okay, maybe we don't worry about that right now, to be perfectly honest. If the only thing I really need is to get vibrant alloy, even if this thing is really slow making it, I only need 1. Right, so we need energetic alloy first, which is going to be gold, glowstone, and redstone. Gold, glow, and for those playing along at home, redstone. There we go. Is it going to work? Okay, it's going slowly. There was another thing I saw in here. I don't think I can make it because I think I need another. I saw somebody playing some mod pack. I don't know what pack they were playing, but they were using a acceleration. This guy, acceleration rod. I didn't know this even existed. Apparently, you can make this and click on blocks to just make them go faster. That's pretty neat. And it's just bone meal. Advanced core. Yeah, that's what I thought. It does require another stars and gas tiers, which I am not prepared. That was the other thing I was thinking about doing this episode, but I think I'm going to wait on the wither until I get flight. I think that's the plan. But that is why the mob farm has been cracked open and basically shut off for the moment. So there we go. Energetic, we will do the natural thing of teaching how to make it. Now I never need to make one again. And then I think it's this and what, an ender pearl? Ender, come on. Can't type, there we go. That's it. So that's gonna give me the vibrant, and literally that's all the ender IO I need for today, to be honest. What I will do is, since we're gonna, I can't talk. We are going to need to build out some thermal expansion stuff anyway. I'll probably get the crusher and things and start working on how to get the other bits and pieces of that, whatever that is, that dye stuff that I need to make that special chassis, and start progressing up the chain of Ender IO machines. But for right now, this is perfect. This will give me what I need, as long as I'm smart enough to teach myself. So now, all of a sudden, that was the fastest machine ever. I now have all the vibrant alloy. Obviously, I don't need all that, but we don't need that. But I don't need this for right now. I probably will need that stuff, to be perfectly honest. I only need like, what, a stack of these. So I know I'm going to need like 2 of those for that. Then I'm going to need emeralds, if only I had emeralds. And I believe I'm going to need, what is the other thing I'm going to need? I'm going to need binding. All right, so I think this will give me what I am in search of. Is it like that? Yes. There we go. And then is it like that? It sure is. I guess we'll just, that can be EMC'd. Let's just EMC anything that can be EMC'd real quick. That can be EMC'd through that. That can be learned. It'll just make everything else faster in the long run. I think these are all already learned. Don't need these. And now crafting. Will it actually go? Nope, won't go in the right order at all. There we go, vibrant thruster, which I can learn and vibrant. There we go, we got that part done. Easy peasy. Probably much more complicated than it needed to be, perfectly honest. Swift, there we go. So we've got that, we can get these. All I need is fluxed thrusty stuff, which is, I'm sure, going to take a lot more work, to be perfectly honest, because I don't see as much EMCable information here. So we're gonna have to be able to make each of these individually. So I think the first step with, I'm not even sure, with thermal expansion, in terms of equipment, machines, etc. What all am I gonna need? I don't know, I should probably just follow the bouncing ball of JEI. So for this, I'm going to need signalum, which is going to be some sort of an alloy made in the induction smelter, right? Sand plus some sort of signalum blend, which is going to be pulverized things, which means I basically need some sort of pulverizer or crusher or something like that. That's a pulverizer, right? Is there any sort of crusher? Let's look at pulverized. I mean, that's just what it is, right? The thermal expansion thing uses pulverizers, but what else can we use instead? Quartz grindstones, Ashley Additions crusher, pulverizer. Sag mill. Should we sag mill instead, maybe? Would that be better? That'd be faster in the long run. Extra utilities crusher, maybe. Whatever. Let's just make pulverizers. I don't think it'll be a big deal. So if we want to make a pulverizer, then we're looking at a machine frame, pistons, flint, copper gears, and redstone reception coils. And I need to start going into this to get that. I know I have the machine frames, so we're just going to grab a bunch of machine frames for whatever I need to build. That's the other benefit here, is I can get the coils. So I'll just grab a bunch of coils, bunch of copper gears and tin gears. Hopefully those are the ones I'm going to need. What else do I need? Pistons. I do have. What else is it? Flint. Flint. Is that the right? What's the gear? Copper gear. I think we're good. Don't need to make 32 of these. This is EMCable, so we will teach and move on. I know there's things with, it's been so long since I've played anything with thermal expansion, to be perfectly honest. I know there's ways to augment and upgrade. Will it show me how I can upgrade? I don't know. I think there's ways to augment and upgrade, but for right now, we're going just with this, and we'll even, no, we'll give it its own little section. Thermal expansion. Did I grab any more generators? That's not the right spot. As far as I could find, you can't throw like super overpowered fuels in here, like Eternalist blocks or whatever. This doesn't work. Okay, so we're gonna, can I just shift click that? No. Turn off all the exports. Right now, I'm just gonna give it a bunch of, because the thing with it is even on the crushed elements, so what I'm really needing to make is signalum blend. Even on these, like these, oh, I thought they had EMC values. Do none of them have EMCs? Ew, I thought these did. Well, that's annoying. That means I do need to make enough, and even signalum blend. The signalum blend can be turned into a signalum ingot, which doesn't require me to make it all. So basically the point being, I don't need to make like an automated process to get a bunch of these. All I really need, is to smash down enough of these. And what's the last piece of silver? Crush down just enough to make what I need, and then we'll be good. We'll take that, and then it goes with, oh, destabilized redstone. I don't have that either. I feel like I'm going to need the magma crucible anyway, so let's go back to make that. All right, folks, I think I am finally there. It's been a lot of steps with this thermal expansion portion, taking forever. Not that much forever, but just, yeah, having absolutely no infrastructure set up in any of these, anythings, like none of the alloys or anything created has been a bit more challenging than I anticipated. Not as a challenging, but just a bit more time consuming than I thought. So just as a takeaway, I know I kind of cut from then the ender to getting the thermal. So in terms of what was created, I just have 2 of the coal generators producing, and they've been fine. I put a stack of coal into each, and they're gone, but so the process is finished, so we're pretty good. The pulverizer is big for the creation mostly of the flux infused, go away. Where is it? Flux. What is it? Maybe? I don't know. I'm sure these show me. This stuff, the flux to electrum ingots. This is the thing that was probably the biggest, I don't know, time sink, time delay, whatnot, was getting the electrum blend. And then to get the redstone and the glowstone, I was using the magma crucible. So if we just check this out, right? It's melting this down. To get a bucket, you need to melt 10 of these. So you can see how fast this is going. You can see how fast this is going. You can see how fast this is going. So one thing I would suggest, despite my thought of using the technology, I'm sure you can make that faster, but if you come over to yonder smeltery, if I take 50 redstone, I just melted them all into 5.5 blocks of redstone. So this thing, the smeltery, melts the glowstone and the redstone like super fast. So I would use that because you do go through a lot of destabilized, what is it? The destabilized redstone, and you go through the glowstone equivalent, whatever that is, the energized glowstone. So that was one thing. So pulverizer to make a couple of the dusts also helps make the signalum blends. The thing with the blends, like even the electrum blends or the signalum blends or whatever it is you're making, you can't EMC these things, but if you just turn them into an ingot, you can EMC the ingot. So you can get signalum as an ingot. Same thing with enderium. I don't think I have any on me anywhere. somewhere, but you can not get the dust or the blend, but you can just get the ingot. So make sure to get that. I did use the EMC alloy smelter for a couple of the alloys because it's just easier. Think anything else in here? Thermal or induction smelter then is what you use to craft up some of these ingots into ingots. At that point, you can, I think, nope, I was gonna say you have to use the induction smelter apparently. I was thinking you could do some things with like blazing pyrotheum or something to make them craft out, but apparently not. You literally have to use the induction smelter. And then the compactor is actually used with these to turn them into flux electron plates. So that was probably the biggest component. The other thing with the reinforced thruster, this stuff was annoying, the glowstone units, because like I said, it's taking 4 buckets of energized glowstone for each. You need 4 of these, so that's 16 buckets of glowstone. And then setting these up again, you just need more of that flux electrum, which really has no way to be EMC'd. Then it just takes lumium, which you can make 1 of and EMC, hardened signalum glass 1, and then EMC it. So that's not too bad. Then we got that and that and that and that and that. This takes some of that plate and then the flux crystal, which is just diamond and more redstone. So this was super easy. You get 2 for doing this, which is what you need anyway. So that's pretty straightforward. And then you have the resonant thruster, where you need to have made the enderium. You get some more redstone, you get a normal coil. This stuff's pretty straightforward, just electrums and things. And then you just have to go through the process of making these fluxed doohickeys, which I just made, you know, a couple of the, we can even see in here. The infused version, like the thing actually full of redstone, you can't EMC, but you can EMC the empty ones. So I just made the empty ones and then filled up the resonant flux duct accordingly. So that got me these 2 thrusters, which means I can go here, which gives me those 2 thrusters. Voila. Can't EMC these, so don't want to lose them. Can't use them for anything else. Don't want bad things to happen there. Which is one of the reasons I'm not 100% sure that after all that process that I'm going to worry about getting this stuff, this flux infused, etc., etc. Vibrant's not a big deal, but flux infused is kind of obnoxious. All right, ready to fly, ready to fly. Yeah, let's go into it. So now all we need to do is look at Swift. So I'm going to need red matter. Wrong block here. Red. No space. Whatever. It's right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I should be able to. I think it's like that, and then I don't know if it's going to really matter which one's on top and bottom. I think it goes like that. So then the last little thing is just a 2000 EMC iron band that I need to make, which is iron. Actually, while we're at it, let's, since we're making things, let's make this guy, this volcanic amulet as well. So that's 6 buckets of lava and 3 dark matter. This basically acts like an infinite bucket of lava, and there's something I've been wanting to test with it. I've got too many dark matters. 1, 2, and 3, and then I can just get the buckets already of lava out from here. Oh, I can't do 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks right. Because I could have gotten the iron while I'm at it. Oh, apparently I had an extra one anyway. Can I EMC? Nope, and nope. Okay. So we'll wrap that. We'll, oops, grab that and get the iron band. I don't think this, well, actually there are quite a few rings, so let's EMC that so I don't have to make it anymore. And folks, I'm super excited. There it is. Swift Wolf's Rendingale. This does a whole bunch of stuff. I don't actually even understand all the things it does in terms of its like mode changing and things, but what should happen, I don't have any EMC on me is the problem. Let's grab, so I could run around with like Eternalist fuel, but I also at one point made these Klein stars. You can't really see them here, but Klein stars. These are basically like big EMC batteries within ProjectE. So the first one you just make with a diamond and Mobius fuel, and then I think it'll show me, yeah, it doesn't really show me here, but if I was to take something like the first one, which is Ein, and take 4 of them, they don't have to be full or anything. If I take those over to a crafting table, then I can put 4 of them together to make the next step up, basically the Zwei. So I did that at one point when I had just a ton of EMCs kicking around. So if we look at Klein, I can grab the biggest one, the Klein Star Omega, and if I take it and I stick it in the middle here, it will fill. Why is it not filling? Fill here? Oh, fill on the left. Fills up with EMC, so it is now holding 51 million EMC and has an overall EMC rating of 76 million. That's a lot of EMC. But now if I have this in my inventory, I have this to pull off of as I... Oh, there it is. Oh, that feels so nice. Now I can see all the things I messed up. Oh, there's a missing block. This thing, we hadn't really looked at this too much. This is uranium sheet metal, and that's probably a bit overkill, but it was the closest thing I could find that made me feel good about getting kind of like a corrugated green metal roof. So I like that. I actually thought about then trying to effectively corrugate it, like basically putting like ridges, like a line raised here, a line raised here, and a line raised here, kind of alternating the wavy pattern. But I don't know, it's fine. I think it's good. I think it's good. This can't be EMC'd, so I had to use the stuff over there to make the sheet metal. But I like this building actually. At first I wasn't convinced. I picked at it up quite a bit. Tried to use the architectural blocks to get like an actual straight beam, or actually I was playing around with the ability to make I-beams effectively with some of the blocks that are in there, but I couldn't get it to all work well. So I'm just enjoying now the fact that I can literally just act like I'm in creative mode. Oh, this is so nice. I love this part. I can't, like if I double hit my spacebar, I will start to fall, and I will definitely die from fall damage right now. There's things I can build within ProjectE and otherwise that prevent that. I don't actually think this is, I don't think it's even draining. Maybe that's imaginary. Maybe it doesn't. No, it's taking EMC from somewhere. My understanding is the amount of EMC it uses is 64 EMC for 6 seconds. That's at least what the wiki says. This seems like it's a lot longer than that. Is this really 6 seconds? I'm going to give it a countdown. And my counting is very off, so 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000, 11 1000. That feels more like 12 seconds than 6 seconds. So if that's 64 EMC per 12 seconds, this Klein star holds, let's just say 52 million EMC divided by 64 times 12 seconds, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. If my math is right, and it normally isn't, this Klein star will let me fly for 113 days. So, like I said, effectively free, unlimited, creative flight, which is beautiful. I love it. There's no reason for it to ever not be up and running. So there we go. We have a flight, which is good. I'm going to actually, I don't know. Let's watch this. Quartz. It would be also a really cool creative mode kind of add-on in this situation would be if I could do like the normal like shift, or not shift click, but I know at least in creative mode, if I like right or middle click, I can't think what words are. If I middle click with my mouse on a block, it gives me a version of it or a copy of it. I would love if I could set up ProjectE to basically feed me, like if it had the item learned in there and had EMC to do it, if it would feed me the item as I like shift click. I'll go right there. And heck, well, it's just there. Apparently I had torches on me anyway. There you go. I'm totally a slave to symmetry in most situations. Okay, well, that's it. I think what we're going to do instead, real quick, is actually move over here. Am I going to do that? Or are we just good? No, we're going to do this. One thing I do want to prepare for, now that I have flight, and now that I have infinite materials, and I have amazing armors and all that stuff, I need nether stars. That's really the hang up for making huge progression. Not really huge progression, but making some of the next steps in just building out whatever else is left that I want. That's really the item that's left, that's missing as much as anything. So I figure we need to start getting wither, well, and I guess step back. If you look at nether star, they are EMCable and they're cheap, effectively cheap, like dirt cheap. Not dirt cheap, dirt is literally 1. So they're 139,264 dirt cheap, I guess. But I need to get the first one, and there's really no other like tricky way to get it. You gotta just do the wither, it seems. So to do that, I need to get wither skeletons, and I have absolutely no interest in this playthrough of going to the nether. Have not gone yet, do not intend to. So I've come up, I think, with up and up. A mechanism, I think that will let me get wither skeleton skulls without too much trouble. And then once I have those, I can, like I said, at least fight the nether or the wither once and kind of go from there. I'm going to break this. And yeah, this is all going to have to go. So I'm going to have to rebuild the outside, and I don't know if we'll do that together. What I am going to do as part of rebuilding this is I'm going to eliminate all the loot bag opening because I don't need it. It's not a material significant thing if we even look at this. With the mob farm running, I'm only at, I don't know, a couple 100 million EMC, and this has been running for the entire time that chicken place was being built, and I've gotten billions of EMC from there instead. So I'm not really worried about any of this stuff in this case, but what I am worried about, like I said, is the skulls. So to do so, my plan is to actually open my transmutation table, get some stone out. Go here, whoop, just initially. All right, so we're gonna create, is that even right? Nope, that's not even right. That is one too high still. So I'm actually gonna have to clear out like all of this stuff right here, which I'm just gonna do. I know I'm gonna lose some stuff. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, come here, follow me. Give me this. Turn you off. Okay. All that stuff can go away. Whatever it was, it's gone now. All right, so the reason I wanted to get low, and actually let's just get out of here. Boop. Oh my gosh, that was not what I wanted either. All right. Oh, actually use my flight is a good thing. All right, all that stuff's gone. I guess I could have just pushed shift. I think that actually disables the magnet as well without me having to remove it. So I will rebuild some sort of storage option here because I am going to gather some stuff out of here. We're going to drop this down. We're going to go here, here, here. Bring it all the way down, all the way to the level. Whoops, that's not right. That it really matters. Would you stop that? Would you stop that? I need to see if there's a way to get... well, I guess it would be silk touch at this point on this hammer. That'd be kind of neat, I think. We're gonna go there, we're gonna go there. And is that right? Nope, actually I'm gonna go right there. I've got so much stuff. Okay, so that's kind of the new setup, I think, that I'm gonna go with. I think that'll work. Let me clean up this crazy, ridiculous inventory real quick. Where is my table? Put this stuff away. I probably won't even energy condense anything over here, to be perfectly honest. It's got a chest of just randomness, so let's just dump the randomness into here for right now. Get rid of this watch that apparently doesn't do anything. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. Fit through the hole. There you go. Need to go on a diet. Literally need to go on a diet, but also in game. So this is going to be basically the same idea as before. We're going to push everything in towards this zone, but we're going to then drop it. I'm going to keep using diamond spikes in this case. I'm curious to see if this new arrangement gives me experience, whereas I wasn't before. If I'm not getting experience anymore still, I'm tempted to throw like a golden spikes down there to get the experience instead. Woo, I forgot. I'm not invincible. I'm not. That's going to be a problem with this, is that I'm going to feel like, I do feel like I'm in creative mode, and I'm going to play like it, and I'm going to die. So what we're going to use instead is things are going to get dropped in here. It should be fine. The thing I'm worried about in here is Enderman in this case, because what I'm going to do is put this bucket of witch water right there. So this is witch water from Ex Nihilo. What it will do, most importantly, is if a skeleton touches witch water, it turns into a wither skeleton. So that will give me what I need in that sense. I should probably leave this thing actually like highlighted until, whoa. Man, that thing's moving me like super fast now because of the flight or something. I don't know what it is. Like if I'm flying and I touch that, I go really fast. Okay. So then we should be able to take this. We will spit it out to out the front. That'll work. I mean, maybe we set up the inventory system here real quick. I don't think it's going to be super complicated. right? At least at first. What I'm going to do actually first, I think, is just something totally not super helpful or super necessary. I'm going to set up some super basic thing just so I can turn it on and make sure it's working. So I'm going to grab the loot bag thingy that actually said I have, let's see, 100,000 loot bags in it. Apparently I have 2 of them. There we go. So hopefully loot bags, I'm pretty sure conduits are going to go like the closest first, right? Isn't that how it works? Redstone never, channel green, round robin. I think it's going to go nearest first, I hope. So the first thing it should do is go into the bag. So if it is a bag, it should go in there. Then I'm going to make something called an anti-barrel. Where is it? There we go. Hopefully this thing is not going to explode, but I'm going to need to make, I think I'm going to need obsidian. I'm going to need to make an ender chest, which I think is an eye of ender. Oops, here's the wrong thing. And what else did I need with that? I think I needed nether bricks and a diamond. The scrolling with your mouse wheel works halfway, well, partially. Like it'll put one down there and give you one in your inventory and then just stops. It's kind of weird. Quartz, do I have blocks of quartz? I do. And brick. Nope, doesn't work there, like that. There we go. So here's the anti-barrel. So this block is actually pretty neat, and hopefully it doesn't get totally overwhelmed. Let me turn these things to inserts, not extracts. Inserts. No, extracts, always. What this does is it stores unstackable items, up to 100,000 of them. So, you know, what do I have? Like if I put that in there and I put that in there. They don't stack, they go in here. But I don't believe I can put, I can't put diamonds and things like that. So anything that doesn't stack can't go in there. Anything that doesn't stack cannot go in there. Okay. And then for the rest of it, for right now, I'm just going to do crates. And I only have small storage crates even built. Do I have? I wouldn't be able to, unless I have a bunch of void blocks in here. Let's do this. I think this is how it works. Crates. Yeah, a little bit of wood. I can make some medium storage crates. Oh, I don't have the smalls. I thought I did. Can't EMC that, so I can't, and this is, I make a bunch more, but that'll just give me like a big random amount of storage that things can go into while it's processing. Because I mean, all the bags will go here, all the all of the unstackable items will go here, and I still don't think I said that right the last time. Yeah, either way. And then all of the stackable things will wind up in here. And this is where things like my wither skulls will hopefully show up. So this could be replaced with something like a set of drawers or whatever it is that we want. But I think that'll actually do if I can fly. Why can't I fly? Oh, it's not on my... I mean, realistically, it can just go in my bubble slot, but... All right, we need to darken it in here. Now, I think, like, I can't remember if I said this, but I think Endermen are going to be a problem, is my anticipation, because they're going to touch the witch water, and I assume it is going to hurt them, just like water does, and they're going to teleport away. If that's the case, I need to come back in here and basically just drop the ceiling so that it's only 2 tall, and Endermen can't spawn in here. I think spiders will be okay. They will drop in. Spiders will actually turn into cave spiders when they touch witch water. Creepers will turn into charged creepers, and skeletons will turn into withers skeletons, I believe. So I'll back away over here to see if anything like explodes, if things start to die, and that'll be good. I still wish my time thing would work, but all right. So lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of random things being done. This episode kind of just getting through there. Things are definitely dying. That's good. Looks like a wither skeleton just fell down. Okay, that cave spider's not actually dying, so that's a problem. Kind of annoying. Bags won't tell me anything. That is got nothing in it. But here we show, yeah, we're already getting necrotic bones, drops of evil, wither dusts. Good, good, good. No problem. Nothing going in there. So yeah, it'll work. Eventually we'll get heads. We can get wither next episode, I would say. We'll go from there. We could also do something with drops of evil to make, a cursed earth spawning pad or something, but I really don't need a bunch of things to spawn, to be honest. I was tempted to just take that thing down all the way, but then I realized I needed nether skeleton skulls. But once I get one nether star, honestly, I think I might just tear down the mob farm altogether. So we'll see. We'll see where we get to there. I think that's probably enough, right? Some wither skeletons and some flight for today. Is that enough? I know it's more of just kind of a crafting through the process. I guess I would be curious, because it would be nice to get the books kind of going, get the quests going, get the cash flowing in. So what I may do, even just tied to what I did today, is see if I can't complete some of these and get all the wonderful dollar bills from the quest being completed on this. And then if we get nether stars, for example, we can do compound bow really fast and really easy. That's $400. For that, if we get the ring quest unlocked, that's $250. So we're pretty close to being able to get the $1,000 I need to be able to unlock the automation and make all the stuff quests. And then we can start accumulating dollars. And originally I was like, oh, let's make $1 million. I don't know if I'm going to go that far with this, but I think a good goal maybe instead is $20,000 in order to get the Tome of Knowledge. And basically what the Tome of Knowledge does, it's the ultimate unlock for ProjectE. It gives you everything that can exist is unlocked in ProjectE. So I think this is a good goal. We'll see where we go, but I'm just kind of stalling time. I want to see if I get a skull. Proof of concept? No, still no. I'm getting heads. I got creeper heads. But no wither heads just yet. So we'll see. I'll keep it working. I don't think there's any reason it wouldn't work. So that said, I think we'll go our separate ways. Like I said, next episode, I'm going to call it now. We're going to do a quick wither kill because I don't think it's actually going to be that problematic. And we're going to do some basic, I think we'll do an energy network. So I think we'll get some sort of energy source, which I think is just going to be maybe some Ender IO solar panels to start with. And because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to do extreme reactors. I don't want to do, really, I don't even want to do environmental tech in terms of the solar panels from there. So I think I might load this up with some solar panels or load that up with solar panels, something along that lines. And then we'll set up a flux network for the power as well. And I think that'll do good in case we need to start going into any more tech as we go forward. So that said, hope you enjoyed. Hope you're enjoying kind of the development. Like I said, my initial plans for this world or this playthrough are totally go in different directions. If you have any ideas for like some farm-ish themed things that maybe we need to add or build, I don't know if I have it in me to try to build like an actual, farmhouse structure, but maybe. Right now, these are pretty geometric in shape, right? They're just triangles and prisms and whatever this is, gables. So I don't know, not too difficult. But if you have any ideas, any requests, any thoughts in that regard, or if there is any parts of the pack that you really would like to see kind of played around with that I'm not necessarily seemingly planning to do, let me know. And like I said, otherwise we'll get we'll get wither kind of sorted out, we'll get some power sorted out, and then we'll probably focus on just a couple of these on making lots of money. And that'll probably wrap up this series to a certain extent. So that said, rambling is what I do most of the time. So thank you so much for coming by. I hope you have an amazing time wherever you go from here. And I can't wait to get back together next time and progress a little bit further in this pack. So take it easy.